What's going on, guys? I'm Wealthy Future and welcome to the channel. I just wanted to give a shout out to my first subscriber. I don't know who you are, man, but thank you for subbing. And if you haven't subbed yet, guys, be sure to sub up. It's free, man, and we're about to get wealthy and hit the LA Sunset Strip. Today's video, I'm coming at you with another top 5 stocks to buy now. Stock number 1 is Activision Blizzard, ticker symbol ATVI. I know you guys have heard of Activision, and I'm sure 95% of us have probably played or are currently playing an Activision game today. Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, Diablo, Overwatch. I'm really fascinated with their company, and I do think they are pioneers in the game development industry. And what's really cool also is that on their website, you can even see their stock performance over their lifetime. The big reason Activision is on the list today is because of the recent massive overreaction sell-off that just happened. If we look back at the chart here in Activision, you can see that after a massive sell-off, it's almost always followed by a really nice rally. I think games like Call of Duty, Overwatch, Diablo are going to continue to grow, and the company itself is going to continue to innovate and evolve. I think the low 80s and possibly even in the 70s is a really good buy point for Activision. Stock number 2 is Snapchat. There are a few things that I really like about Snapchat that make it a heavy buy point for me. The first reason is just the overall technical analysis. Snap was in a recent uptrend, and then we consolidated our gains, and after a recent earnings we gapped up higher and now are trading right near those highs. Another thing I really like about Snapchat is they really know how to work their social media. And I think that's really important when they are basically almost a social media company themselves. They have 2.2 million followers just on Twitter, and you can see that they work with influencers as well, like Lauren Gray. The majority of Snapchat's revenue comes from their ads that they have on their app. As you can see, Snapchat's earnings have been increasing steadily quarter over quarter, and this year in 2021 they are on track for a $4 billion year. So look for Snapchat to break out of this power earnings gap high and push higher well into the 80s. Stock number 3 is Corsair Gaming. It's really simple what I like about Corsair. They have really good products. They have a great looking website. They have a loyal follower and customer base. They're beating revenue estimates, and the streaming industry is continuing to grow at a rapid rate. I think this is a really fun opportunity, and when we look at the charts, you'll kind of see why I think this is a great time to get in. So looking at Corsair's chart, you can see that we've been publicly traded for a little under a year. And what I really like about the chart is this increase in volume here. We had a recent sell-off. Corsair reported earnings, and even though they beat earnings, we sold off some, but buying volume quickly came in and above average. I think this is a really safe entry to buy. You could have a stop loss right below the low here. Phenomenal company, exponential potential. And I think with the rapid rise and popularity of streaming and video games and tournaments and things like that, this is a great way to kind of reap the rewards over the next months and even years of the video game and streaming boom. Stock number 4 is IBB. It is the biotechnology ETF. I really like what's going on with the chart here. We've been bouncing and holding off of the 200-day. We have beautiful buying volume here at the bottom. And as we've been filling up this right side of the chart here, the volume has been increasing on the buying days. To me, it shows a lot of strength. Biotechnology has been doing pretty well recently due to some really amazing results that have been announced. A company named Beyond Spring, they released positive top-line data from a trial they did that showed combining plinabulin with the common chemo treatment docetaxel increased overall survival compared to chemo alone. I think biotechnology and investing in biotechnology is not only extremely exciting for the potential profit, but for curing and treating chronic diseases that would really positively impact humanity. So on IBB, I would be looking for a breakout of this resistance here. I think with a strong recent volume and the chart lining up here, IBB has the potential to see a really beautiful rally. Stock number 5 is Palantir. I talked about Palantir in a recent video, but I'm talking about them again because they have continued to show support here above the inverse head and shoulders pattern. The technicals are strong and the fundamentals as well. I'll show a quick clip that Palantir posted to their YouTube. Basically, Palantir kind of explains what their technology has the capability to do and kind of what it's made of and where it's coming from. And I think this is really exciting because when you're investing in a company, you want them to be innovative. You want them to be expanding and testing new ideas and products, and that way you can be an early investor to these new things that they're doing and really maximize your return on investment. So I still like buying Palantir right here at $22, and I would have a stop loss probably around this $20.50 level, and I would just hold from here. I'm hoping for a push to 30 pretty soon, and then maybe a push to all-time highs. Stock number 6 is Asana, or ASAN. And what I really like about Asana, aside from this beautiful chart, is I just really like the company in general. I really like that they are focused towards team building. I think kind of during this entrepreneurial wave and innovation wave, I think focusing towards that and also catering towards that is going to be really beneficial. They have a really nice website, and I think being simple is really important for this because you really want to be focused on what you're trying to solve or the business that you're trying to start as opposed to trying to organize it. And I think this is really important and a really great business model, and they're doing a great job. And going back to their charts, you can just see it has been on an absolute tear. We have a beautiful high tight flag forming, and I did a video on a high tight flag in one of my previous videos. Incredibly strong, beautiful pattern. What I'm looking for here on Asana is for it to break the all-time highs on pretty strong volume. I would be buying the break of the all-time high here. If I throw up a 21-day moving average, I would feel comfortable with holding this stock until it closed below the 21-day. And a quick bonus I wanted to give you guys is DraftKings. I think DraftKings is undervalued here at $48. On the chart, we've got a beautiful double bottom support. I would like to see DraftKings come out of this descending trend line here, but I think this is a great company. I think they're positioned really well, and sports is not going away anytime soon. I tried betting once, and it was really fun, even though I lost. DraftKings is still under a $20 billion company, and they are on track to doing over $1 billion in revenue this year, while increasing revenue almost 3 times year over year. So on DraftKings, look for a break over the down trend line and for a reclaim of the 200-day moving average. If we reclaim the 200-day moving average and find support, that could signal a huge rally. And 2 stocks I briefly wanted to touch on real quick are SOXL and TQQQ. SOXL broke out of this downsending trend line beautifully, pretty much thanks to AMD and their massive explosion. I did mention this in my earlier top 5 stocks to buy, and I still like it here. What I would be looking for is a comfortable close over these highs, maybe some consolidation and a rip to the 60s. TQQQ, we broke out of this downsending trend line. I would be looking for a break of all-time high up here and another rally, with the 200 trailing as support. Alright guys, that was the top 6 stocks to buy. I'm really excited for these. Make sure to set your alerts and keep your eye on them. Make sure to smash that like button. And if you aren't my 1 subscriber, be sure to subscribe. We're gonna get wealthy here, and we're gonna hit the LA Sunset Strip. And stay tuned for daily videos. Peace.